Well, hello. So, you've probably noticed I've been very, very quiet these past few months. I sound a bit depressed. That's not a reason. Look at it. This is my view every day. No, it's actually been because I've been quite busy. I kind of, I wouldn't say I've screwed up. I've kind of gone a bit over the top with a few things with regards to cars. And that's what this video is about. A car conundrum, or as in America, I'd say carcane addiction. So let's just give you a list of what I have here in Thailand and the difficulties of choices I have to make. So my first car I got is an E30 4-door, which is being wonderfully restored. It's got Bilsteins, it's got bigger brakes, it's got beautiful Napa leather Recaro seats that are period correct. It's got an M3 steering wheel. It's fully sorted. It's got great tires, great wheels, and it's got a 1UZ. Which at the moment, it's now got a 1UZ with a TVS 1900 supercharger, which is the same supercharger you get in the Camaro ZL1, which is quite insane. But it's got a 4-speed automatic gearbox. Okay, so that's that car. Then I'll try and keep this in order. We then have the E36 Compact, which is an awesome car for Thailand because it's a 2-door coupe, which coupes over here cost crazy money. But it's got an awesome hatchback. And then I've put a full CSL M3 front end on it with the wide body. It's cool. And then I stuck a 1JZ VVTi turbo engine inside it. But I retained the original automatic Toyota Chaser 4-speed automatic, which, funnily enough, is the same automatic from the 1UZ in the E30. That car puts down a genuine 280 wheel horsepower. Pretty cool for a tiny little car, little one. So I got that. That car is red. My 4-door E30 is gold. I'm going to have little pictures somewhere around here, depending on where the camera's facing, I don't know. So we've got those two cars. Then we come to the Mazda, which is my baby. Now that's an RX-8 Japanese import, which is very rare in Thailand because no imports are allowed anymore. They banned them 2 years ago. And then if you did import a car, you were subject to a 300% tax. And it wasn't just 300% tax. There was all these loopholes and other little taxes and sneaky little things that they added on top. So to bring a Japanese car, or a car from anywhere, into this country, it was 3 times the price plus. Crazy money. But I've got a genuine RX-8 JDM, and it's a high spec. It's a Series 1, but it came with the Bose stereo. It came with a full Mazda speed exterior and interior. You've never seen a Mazda speed interior. I've never seen a Mazda speed interior, but I've got a Mazda speed interior, which is Alcantara with the Mazda speed logo and beautiful stitching. And it's wonderful, wonderful. So I'm very fortunate to have one of those. But, you know, the engine, the RX-8, let's be honest. Okay, yes, it revs to 9,000 RPM, but who cares? Because they make about 10 horsepower. You have to modify the hell out of them or stick in a 3-rotor, 4-rotor, or a different rotary engine altogether to make it decent, which is a shame because it's a wonderful car. It's got a great interior. It reminds me of a 911 because you can put people on the back. It's got rear doors. I use it for shopping and for bringing the little Kelly. Yes, I have a little Kelly now. It's great car, but I stuck a 1JZ and tuned the living TITSs off it, and it's making 380 wheel power, but with almost 600 Newton meters of torque at basically no RPM because it's using the original turbo that's been reinforced with the same tech that Garrett used in the GTX. So it's incredibly strong, and it just It's terrifying, really. And with any tyres that I put on it, I was just going sideways. I've done this story before. Basically, in Bangkok, I was going sideways between cars without even trying. I wasn't doing it on purpose. I wasn't trying to show off. I wasn't trying to be some guy from Tokyo Drift. It was doing it by itself. And I knew that this was a problem, so I stuck on massive 265 semi-slicks and problem fixed. Now it just grips and goes, and oh my God, it goes. I mean, it hits 0 to 60 in probably under 5 seconds in a 4-speed automatic. Anyway, it looks cool. It's got a beautiful kit. It's in a custom color that me and my other half designed. And yeah, we love that car. That car, we're never getting rid of it. So, great car. Tons of potential too if you want to manual it or put a bigger turbo. But anyway, I digress. So we got that. That's car number 3. Car number 4. I managed to find, and this is incredible, and I don't talk about it because I'm trying to keep it secret, because it's technically a business idea that I had, and then after everything that's going on with the world right now, it's probably not a good idea to even bother try to start this. But I bought a E30 coupe, which is rare as rocking horse in Thailand. And I got it off a very wealthy guy that just had one just hanging around at the back. It had the typical M10 engine in it. It was a 1985, I believe. It's a genuine 2-door. In Thailand, 2-doors are like, oh my God, like a huge deal, you know. People spend lots of money turning their 4-doors into 2-doors, and it was so rampant that the government have now made it illegal for you to do it. So you can't make a 2-door anymore, which is another story I'll tell another time, because I was thinking of a Skyline, but anyway. So I've got a very rare 2-door, and I thought, you know what? I paid nothing for this. It needed a lot of restoration. It's literally a complete nut and bolt stripped down. And I got, imported mostly a M3 body kit, including the windows, which no one ever does. So I'm basically building an M3. And the problem was, what engine do we put in it? Obviously, I'm not going to put the original engine in because it's old and they go for stupid money. I could put an S54 from the M3 46, but they're old and I had nothing but trouble with mine. And again, all the German stuff costs a fortune. 1JZ, 2JZ, right? RB. No. It's been done to death. So I went back and I thought, hang on a minute. I've got a 1UZ in my E30, the 4-door, and it's bloody brilliant. It's fantastic. What if we got the best UZ they ever made? Now, this is debatable because I know they made them weaker as they got later, and I've got the ultra strong, super, like the rods are the size of my bloody forearms. The later UZs had very thin rods, so really the NA only unless you modify them. But what they did have was amazing power, double VVTi, so they had great torque and a great top end, so they're quite revvy. They're 4.3 litres as opposed to 4 litres, and they look great. I mean, if you look at an LS with the manifold, they make well over 300 horsepower. More on E85 or E20 as we get over here, which is like 100 plus octane. And they came with a 6-speed automatic, which is a really good gearbox, way better than the 4 or the 5-speed, and they're very strong. And I thought, great, let's think about doing one of those. But the thing is, everyone goes nuts for the free UZs now. They put them in pickup trucks over here, so they have like a V8 pickup like an American does. So they get their Toyota Hilux and then they put the free UZ in it and like, oh yeah, I'm an American. I can't do the accent, sorry. So the prices are very expensive, but I managed to find a really mint cherry free UZ with the 6-speed, not the 5-speed, there's 2. Don't get the 5-speed. With everything, ECU, even the gear stick, everything. Absolutely, stuff I don't want or need. It was basically the entirety of the bloody car, which was an LS 430. And I got it for the equivalent of $1,000 US, which is like 30,000 baht, which is unheard of because over here they go for a minimum of 2,000. So, yeah, I got one of those. And so here's the problem. So I've got two E30s. Now the 4-door over here is worthless, even though it's a great car. The 2-door faux M3, I'm not going to call it an M3 because it's not, but it looks like one, right? So the 4-door is going to have like 400 horsepower, a whining supercharger, indestructible engine, and just be completely batshit crazy. And then the beautiful, because honestly, what I'm doing with this car is not quite Singer, but it's at that kind of level, you know. I'm going full on overkill, and I'll show you a picture of what it's going to look like. It's going to have the 3UZ, but sure, it's got the 6-speed, so it's going to be very, very fast, but it's going to be slower than the cheaper 4-door. And I'm at this crossroads, like, what do I do? What do I do? It's a first world problem, right? Surely I should put the 1UZ with a supercharger into the faux M3 because it needs the power, right? Or does that kind of take away the whole point? Because an M3 is a revvy engine, and a 3UZ is a revvy engine, and it's got 6 gears, and you can make it flappy paddle. And it would be a lot of fun. I mean, it's got over 300 horsepower. I mean, how much power do you need in a go-kart? Because they are literally go-karts. I mean, when the 4-door had 1UZ and no supercharger, the thing was an absolute bloody animal. It was going sideways in the car park. It was great fun. So I've got this issue at the moment. Where do I go with these E30s? What do I do? Do I put the supercharged 1UZ in M3, faux M3, not M3, faux M3, or do I stick with the 3UZ revviness, right, with less power? And here comes the next problem. No, that's another video. That's another video, because this is completely insane and it's going to take way too long. That's where I am at the moment. I've got this decision making, and there is another car, which isn't in this video. I'm not putting in this video. I've got the most incredible car, okay? And I'm just going to give you one hint. Can you see that from here? You see that? Okay, this is a watch worn by a very special man that used to race cars. And the cars he used to race were in the 70s and 80s. And this particular car had a special edition that he even hand-signed on there himself, and was sold as a special edition in Japan. If you can work out what that car is, you sir, are smart. So yeah, that's where we are. Anyway, I'm burning up because I didn't put any lotion on. Wow, my legs are getting brown just from sitting here. So that's where we are. I haven't died, I haven't dropped off the radar. I've just been really busy due to the coronavirus, which is chaos right now. I can't leave the city. I'm too scared to go outside because I've got a 3-month-old. I can't take her out for obvious reasons. I don't like leaving the missus at home alone with her because it's a lot of work. I can't take the baby with me out because over here no one seems to give a crap about social distancing or anything. So I can't risk someone coming up, oh my God, she's gorgeous, because she is gorgeous, and touching her. There's been one moment where I nearly had to get violent over that, and you don't want to do that, right? Because you come across as an asshole, but I'm just trying to protect, you know, my little one. Yeah, so we're kind of stuck in paradise. I mean, we don't complain because we're so fortunate to live in such a place. But at the same time, it kind of sucks because we're like in a limbo. We can't go anywhere, we can't do anything. I can't leave the city. I can't go up to see some of the friends I've got in Bangkok, where almost all my cars are, because there's 8 checkpoints stopping me from reaching there. Because apparently where I live is a hot zone, which it's not. But the government believes it is, but it's not. And so I am treated like some kind of zombie-infected person. And also because I'm English, they call this new virus the English virus, so don't dare say English because they'll probably lock me up or deport me or something. That would be great fun. So I'm just hiding here, pretending to be Irish, and hoping for it to all calm down. While in the meantime, all the cars are getting finished, they're nearly all done. And the new car is having some seriously cool stuff. Next video, I promise, once I got some cool pictures of it. All right, guys, so yeah, still alive. I should really do daily vlogs, but I mean, do you really want to see me just watching Netflix on 84-inch television going, what should we order next, KFC or McDonald's? Wow, 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 the baby's crying. Yeah, exactly.